Hey YouTube, what do you mean you missed yesterday's video? Yeah, who was too hungover to actually bother doing a video? Yeah, aye. So basically warning there is eat more before drinking a bottle of Bucky. I had lunch, kind of late lunch, and then just never got down to having dinner. I did actually make myself a homemade kebab afterwards, which was quite good, but I don't think that really helped me yesterday. Yeah, anyway, so playing the corker today. And if I put this video out earlier on today, I might put it out tomorrow. I don't know if I haven't edited it yet. So I'm playing through. Just disconnect the thing. Oh. Sorry, there's the tuner. Yeah. I bought myself a Roland Microcube guitar amp. There we go. So missing from this is a handle of any description, so you end up kind of trying to carry it like that, which isn't really ideal. It does have guitar strap buttons on the side, so I might see if I can find a wee short strap or something, just so it's got one. The bass amp is the same. I'll put the two of them together. So there's what we've got. I can't see that. I can see it now. Yeah, so we have stick the guitar in here. We've got a modelling section. We've got acoustic, jazz chorus clean, or JC clean, a black panel, which I think is an old Fender amp, and then we've got Brit combo, Vox, and then we've got in the stack section we've got classic, Marshall, and rectifier, Mesa Boogie, and then a microphone input if you want to use it for singing through instead. Gain and volume, a tone. Just an overall tone, no EQ on here. And then we've got two effects units. One with, like one of these ones with this a dial that kind of goes between 1 and, 4. It's chorus. So it's off, and then it's chorus, flanger, phaser, or tremolo, which I messed about with. And then the other effects bank, so you can have two effects on at once, is delay and reverb. Reverb being quite useful. I've not actually even, I just bought batteries for this. I think it's actually got to, will it turn on? No, the batteries must be completely dead. I took them out. Yeah, so it just runs on AA size batteries, which I bought 2 packs of yesterday. Which I'm actually just as well I checked. I assumed that the bass amp ran on bigger batteries than this. Annoyingly, you can buy them in 10 packs, so I had to buy 2 6-packs. I need 6 for the... I might as well just charge it up and see if it works on battery. Put them in it. I've no idea how long these will last. They lasted, not that I've been obviously doing extensive gigs with it, but the wee Black Star Fly runs on the same 6AA batteries, and I've changed the batteries on that twice, I think, and I think both times it was like, well, I'm going to download. I should probably put new batteries in it because these ones will probably run out. But I don't think any of them ever did run out. So I don't know how big. I suppose these things might depend on how many hours you use them for and how loud you got it turned up. So there's no actually any mention of wattages on these. So why am I doing this with a guitar on? Right. Sorry, this is super exciting. So this is how to put batteries in a Roland Cube. And I've gone for Ready Cell, not Ever Ready or Duracell. These are just home bargains, cheapies. Which is probably a good run to see just how well they can. I'll put Duracells in it if I ever actually need to. Actually, I noticed there was 2 different types of Duracell they had, but those are the ones I was going to buy them. They were called, you get Duracell and then you get Simply Duracell, which I'd imagine are sort of more like budget batteries or something, I don't know. But I was going to see if it works first. And it's on, so on the back we've got a recording headphone output and an auxiliary in. Oh, it looks like 2 auxiliary ins. Looks like there's a 3.5mm and a guitar size jack input for playing backing tracks and shit through. And then there's a power button. And then I don't actually have the proper... Well, I've got the proper Roland adapter because it came with the bass amp, which runs this as well. But so I'm hoping these run okay in batteries. So I've seen these... where goes it go? That's not the on button, that's why. That's the on button. And there's the... This you can set... It's basically the tuner. Gives you an A flat or or a double flat, whatever that is, and if you tap it, it gives you an A note, a reference note to tune to. If you hit it harder, it does it louder. Which I suppose is better than not having a tuner. But I think it maybe just goes to show. I'm actually just going to plug this in because I'm a cheap bastard and want to use the batteries up. No, run it in batteries, right? We'll see what works. Just assuming it works the same in batteries, on cheap batteries. But I saw this. I wasn't even. It'd been on Facebook Marketplace for 5 days or something like that. The advert. A girl in, who was it? Bishopton, which you might have seen in the video. So I took a video with me. I played it in the car. So that's just the first clean setting. Jazz chorus clean. Neither of the effects are off. The tone is at centre. The volume is just slightly less than half, and the gain's at about half. But it sounds huge. It's not like the wee Black Stars. I mean, I don't actually. I need to bring the other one back. Last week. On the same day. I bought the Cube, and then I saw the Black Star flying. It was like, oh, quite fancy that. So I've now got I've got the basing for a guitar and a bass player Black Star Fly set and Roland Cube set. Bass amps being bigger because they need to be. Well, the Black Star, this one's got an extension cabinet, which makes a huge difference. Makes it just sound so much better. But this does not sound small. It's amazing. Just once I looked it up, and it was like after the first couple of sort of Streetwater videos. I mean, I think these ones were like for 10, 15 years old, because that's when it's been superseded with a Microcube GX. I think that was like 10 years ago or something like that. So this is an old thing. But I mean, that's a pretty damn good clean sound. I mean, without messing about with anything. Try a bit of reverb on it. There's a wee bit of reverb on. That's quite a powerful reverb. That's okay. I was only just on, but it's there. Again, I suppose I don't obviously really need it when I'm playing through like a 3x12 cabinet or something like that, but reverb makes things sound a bit bigger, so it's kind of just making it didn't sound small to start with. I mean, that's totally the volume I would play at in here anyway. Neck pickup. I'm slowly changing my mind about this the 6-way freeway switch. It's quite nice, this guitar, having those 4 single coily sounds and the 2 humbuckers. It's just like, it just seems to be, it's an awful good thing for playing this sort of cleany stuff. But if you've ever heard a Roland Cube before, anyone playing one, you know that they always put the chorus on. I think that's maybe because it's a jazz chorus, so it's a really good chorus. That's what you expect a jazz chorus to sound like. A Cube to sound like. Basically, if you use the chorus a wee bit sensibly, turn it down a wee bit. Like a sort of acoustic-y sound. If you're trying to get it, maybe go for one of the both pickups on in single coil mode. I might swap the 2 middle positions round. It can be done. It's whether I can be bothered. I'm kind of getting used to it. But that's the... sorry, this is kind of talking about this guitar now. That's the outside coils. So when you're on the sort of top run of the 6 switches, you've got humbucker, outer coils, humbucker. Whereas the outer coils one is a bit brighter than the inner coils one. So I just feel I'd rather have that sound, have them swap places. Because if you go humbucker bridge, single, neck, and the other way around it's neck, single, and then that one, and that one, bridge. I'll flip through some of the other sounds just because they're there. So as a flanger, I'll put on about half and play for 2 seconds. Doesn't sound really that different from the chorus, really, does it? Okay, it does sort of have a... Flanger was always the one that anyone who had one of your... back in the days when I started playing the guitar, going to the studio with guys who had these Korg effects units, and they always had the flanger on full bung. So whenever they were playing, it would always just go all the time. See, I'm quite liking the fact that the effects don't have all the parameters on them, which is just like, I get confused. This has just got chorus and you just got more or less. So speeds and depths and all that are just like, nah, can't change them. But in that case, what you're getting here is they've kind of selected the best sound. So what you've got, if it's on, it's kind of usable, whereas what you get with a lot of pedals especially, I've got a Yamaha flanger kicking about, and it's like, if you get any of them, if you've got all the knobs at 12 o'clock, it's totally usable. Anything, as soon as you start to put one of them more than like a quarter of the way out, it just goes into total madness territory where it's like, yeah, you could use it for a Doctor Who soundtrack, but I don't know if you're actually going to be able to play chords with that or any sort of tune. Whereas this only just gives you useful stuff. That's alright. Nah, not. What was that? What was the next one? What was that? What was that? Was that still chorus? No, that was pressing the wrong thing. Flanger. Phaser. Alright, okay, so... Oh, it's the speeds as well. Enough of that. Tremolo, don't like that, but... Yep, it's got tremolo. But I kind of was getting a wee bit into the chorus. I just hated chorus when I was starting getting into music because all my favourite bands who continued into the 80s seemed to immediately think that, oh, it's the 80s chorus! Immediately. Right, let's ditch the effects. So that's just the jazz chorus clean, which is, to be honest, all I really played through this. I'm not expecting everything else to sound as good as this, to be honest. But this would totally do me as an amp, to be honest. Well, if I wasn't gigging, which, to be honest, I'm not just now. So we're trying to Fender the black panel. I'd say that's a more realistic tubey soundy, maybe. That sounds great. We'll try putting the gain up and the volume down. So that's the gain maxed on a Fender, so it would be Fender Distortion. garage humbucker. No, not so keen on that. I quite liked it when it was on the single coils. Turn off the reverb. Yep, it's nice having the reverb on just a wee bit. Okay, so that's the Fender. We'll try the brick combo, which might be the Vox, which I imagine is just going to be slightly more distorted. Put the volume down at a quarter. It seems very distorted. If I turn the gain down and volume up a bit, can I get it? It's hard to believe all that sound's coming out of that wee thing there, isn't it? Is it distortion? Stack classic Marshall. You can see that's what we're going for. Oh. Maybe less. I'm less enthusiastic with the distortion stuff. There is quite a lot to be different sounds that are coming out of it. Only having the three knobs to adjust, well, you can obviously choose different models, but you've just got gain, volume, and the tone control. The tone control is quite a powerful tone control, though. Miles away. You can actually, I noticed this with the bass as well, you can actually feel the air coming out of this, which I don't really notice in other amps. Maybe it's something to do with the way it's constructed. I think they're very sonically designed to not be an open back, i.e. closed back, so it's like a total unit and all the sound comes out the front. Whereas, because it's battery operated, it must be a busking amp. I mean, I think you could probably get away with just busking just with that on its own. So the last one is Rectifier, which I'm thinking, or R-Fire, which is, it's your metallic in it. Well, certainly, I mean, as we get the volume at a quarter, it's like, it seems to get loud very quickly when you go into the... But that's a pretty brutal and it's really good rock sound. It's kind of... The thing I'm not yet worked out to get is that sound in the middle, which I like, which is kind of what it sound like the Rat pedal, 300 valve amp, which is not doing. But that's very much a young shredder. Definitely that's for your metal. But then again, you don't have to play metal with that sound. You can do other things. It's just a sound for it's a sound for your palette, isn't it? I think that's my favourite of the metal, of the heavier sounds, is that one. I've got to turn the gain down a wee bit. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to... The reverb makes it kind of sound a wee bit strange when you're using the distortion. When it's off, it sounds like it's missing something, so it's weird. Does the reverb actually kick in? Yeah, just put on very little and it's great. Just try to turns out it's actually way in the corner. I mean, just it sounds really good when you're far away from it as well. Actually, it's kind of almost getting that where I want it. Sound-wise, I think that's with the gain down a wee bit. It's kind of... I like that, being able to still be clean if I'm on like this single coils, playing gently. Okay, it needs more reverb when you're playing single. But put it on the humbucker and hit it hard, it should be rocking. Bit wasp in a jam jarry. up at half now. Definitely loud enough. That's the Fender one. Back to cube sound. Kinda wish I could play some police stuff now. Don't know why I thought that sounded like the police. I wonder if the chorus thing, because obviously they made the jazz chorus and they made the chorus pedal that we all know, the Boss one, so maybe they're just better at doing that, whereas like, oh, we're now doing to the Fender, well, yeah, we'll try and copy that, whereas the jazz chorus is, we make these, we know how, developed it from scratch. Never thought I'd like a jazz chorus. We used to avoid it like the plague. We used to be in a band, there was 3 of us playing guitar, and we're in the Brill building, and then they had like 2 Marshall stacks and then the jazz chorus. So everyone, I was only once or twice ever the last guitarist to arrive, because the last guitarist got the jazz chorus. No. In the days before distortion pedals, so you were stuck with clean. Yeah, let's play those AC/DC songs. What sound have you got? I've got this one. Highway to Hell. Best amp in the world ever. I can see why people say that, to be honest. Again, I'm comparing it to like what I'm playing through. Okay, you're not playing along with a drum kit with it, but it's totally. In fact, it runs on batteries. Even if it didn't run on batteries, it'd still be pretty impressive. Normally, we shitty amps like this, your wee 10-watt BB blaster type things, are all right, but it's better than all of them. By miles. I think, to be honest, I think they were quite expensive. I think they were probably twice the price. But now that they're getting a bit old, you start picking them up for. I mean, the girl I bought this off, she didn't look that young. She's like, I've had that since I was about 10, like that. Really? Oh my god, I'm old. It's like, these didn't exist when I was 10. To be honest, they probably probably did. Maybe not this exact one, but something like it. But I mean, it's like if you're looking at a battery amp. I mean, I've gone through quite a lot of battery amps, and then moved them on, and then kept them. I've got a wee Line 6 one, which I'll need to have another shot at, because these seem awful good. I mean, I seem to be awful impressed with that wee Black Star Fly as well. Maybe not so much when you're playing it in the room, but see any of the recordings that Jen films it on her phone, it sounds pretty amazing, considering I'm playing on a, like an Encore or something like that, which I've never played before and only just set it up. And I'm competing with Jen's playing rhythm on a 4x10 speaker column, with a 30 watt, that Bantamp, which is actually, I don't really like. One Bantamp, give me a free Bantamp. Not that I need it. But, not that I needed the battery powered amps, but they are awful cool. Like, actually to have like a proper, not just, I'll bring it because it's portable. It's like, it's actually a genuinely reasonable, and the passing, I suppose the thing I always say about these wee battery amps is, Is it going to compete with drunk people playing acoustic guitars and singing as loud as they can? Yeah, it totally is. This one, the bass amp, the Black Star bass amp, is borderline maybe. Yeah, it will compete with a drunk person better than an acoustic, but you won't be able to choose your sound. You'll have to just have the distortion on to get a bit more volume in it. This, I think, it will pretty much you'll be able to play Dave Gilmour type clean lead over acoustics, no problem. And the wee bass amp that goes with it. These are very expensive. I didn't really realise what it was I was buying. I think I'm pretty sure I've always kind of fancied a cube. I remember when I bought my Godin, or swapped it for something. Or was that? It was the same guy. I got the Godin and I got the Monolith off, and he had a wee one of them, and he was like, he was a guitar teacher. I was like, Jesus, that sounds amazing. He was like, yeah, the wee cubes are pretty good, and it's like pure. That's a wee battery operated thing, and it sounds like proper good. Yeah, so recommend the Roland Cube. I really need to try it. I think that the most boring but most sensible and obviously the best thing you could have started out on in the 90s or the 2000s was whatever the current model Yamaha Pacifica and whatever Roland Cube was. I think that's the really boring and sensible guitar combination to have, because I mean, obviously I'm playing a custom made guitar through it, but I mean I kind of did that intentionally just to see what it can do. You know, it's like you notice that if you ever play, you know, like the wee cheaper Squires and basically any sort of £100 and something guitar, once you take it into the studio and play it through a big Marshall stack up at the amp, you kind of go, oh, it doesn't, oh right, it's just, it does it, but it's just not quite as good when you take something expensive in. It's like, they love the big amps. So I wanted to try the most expensive guitar through it. But just see how long the batteries last. It just needs, as I said, a handle. But I mean, a guitar strap would be fine. I suppose that's so you can strap it around your neck and you don't have to actually carry it. I just fancy having, you know, like these don't have handles, but that's fine because you can lift them up like a brick. I just fancy a wee handle just for when you're moving it about. I'm not really that keen on the one that's on. In fact, this isn't even. It's not even getting any cables coming out of it. The bass amp's got its own. That I'm not really. That's not the best handle either. Just like a proper, even just a kitchen drawer handle type thing. Yeah, so there's the bass and the guitar together. I don't think have I done a video on this? I don't even know if I have. But this one just runs in the same batteries. I'll put batteries in this one as well. So this has got Kodak batteries in it. So actually have enough power to turn on. Oh, the on button's in a different place. That's annoying. On button on the top. It appears to. Yeah, okay. I'll maybe run. Got 3 batteries with that one. Maybe run that. See how long they last for. I think they tend to. It's a volume thing. I think once the batteries start going, you know, if you're sitting in a hotel room on your own just playing away, I think the batteries will last forever. You know, it's like, oh, I've not got enough power to put it up above a quarter, but still enough to play around a bit of campfire, stuff like that. It's always very surprising. You think, oh, did it take power from a bass and all that, and you go camping and it's like you're literally sitting on the side of a loch, so and the only noise you can really hear are sort of the gentle waves on the beach, and then it's like, woohoo! You don't even need an amp. Basically, an electric guitar with no amp is loud enough for when I go camping. My God, did I talk a lot of rubbish. Rock on!